I talked about like all the 22 parts of the constitution. Then I talked to you about the schedule. The short form was tiers of 4 p.m. Then 1 second. Okay, it is on, right? Okay. Then I talked about, yeah, territories and all the schedules and all that. Then I talked about which from which country we took what. So from and then 1930. So Indian Constitution of 1935, Indian Constitution Act. We took federal scheme. We took your seat for governor. We took public services. We took judiciary. We took emergency. We took your administrative details. 1935. From US we took was from US. What we took was your, first of all, fundamental rights, then your preamble, then judiciary independence, then judicial review, and then removal of judges of High Court and Supreme Court. So removal of judges and judges of High Court and the Supreme Court. Then impeachment of president and seat of the vice president. This is what we took from the uh, USA. And then from Irish, the seat of the president, the Irish, any used to book DP, so DPSP, United States of Principal Policies. This is from your Article 36 till Article 51. And then where we took was 12 member would be nominated by president in the Rajya Sabha. And then from the Canada, we took advisory jurisdiction of the Supreme Court, so they can add Supreme Court and advise. And then federal with a strong center, we took from Canada. Then residuary power in the center took by Canada. Appointment of the governor of the center is also taken by the Canada. Then South Africa we took amendments. Then we Australia con alias the concurrent list we have taken from their joint sitting of two houses, also taken from Australian freedom. Then Myanmar or the Germany, we have taken the emergency related to your fundamental right get violated. That is from, like, if your fundamental right get violated from your Article 12 to your Article 35, and then it is written in, you have taken this from Myanmar, or you could say Germany constitution, that you could put your fundamental right as an emergency here. Then Russia, you should know, like, Russian people like to do their army service, so like 5 years. 5 years you can take 5 year plans, and from 5 year plans you should take fundamental duty and your social, economical, and political justice. They are providing justice with the fundamental duty. Then French is your LEF, liberty, your equality. Then fraternity mean brotherhood. South Africa told to Japan, procedure establishment of law. Then I talked about all the fundamental rights. And this one, 11th one is 86th Constitution Amendment of 19 not 19 2002. And this is on your 11th fundamental duty. Then 21 of A as a fundamental right. Then Article 45, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. An emergency, national emergency, Article 352. President emergencies, like when state doesn't listen to constitution, so Article 356. When state doesn't listen to union, Article 365. Then your financial emergency is Article 360. And these national emergency have some like various rules. So like the fundamental, so national emergency, give me a second. So yeah, the national emergency. I talked about national emergency as of like this takes your 1 month, I think so. Yeah. So national emergency can be done by if there is a war, there is an and your armed rebellion and your war, armed rebellion, and external aggression. When the external countries after the India is doing some stuff. And here it is, fundamental right get wallet get snatched, but not 19, 20, and 21 under this emergency. But 20 and 21 doesn't get snatched. 19 already gets snatched in Article 358, and 359 says that these 20 and 21 doesn't get snatched. So if there is a question, do 20 and 21, leave 19. If they ask specifically, then only answer. Yeah. National emergency, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, fundamental right get violated, and special voting for 1 month of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, and if Lok Sabha is not there, then you can do the re-election of after 30 days. And in 44th Constitution Amendment is to make Lok Sabha term 5 years again. Lok Sabha can get extended by 1 year according to Amendment 42nd A in emergency. Yeah, so 42nd Constitution Amendment of 1976 says that the Lok Sabha can, when if there is a national emergency, then Lok Sabha can extend for 1 year, and it had to be getting removed till 6 months after that. And this is under 44th CAA of 1978. Yeah, I talked about a peasant rule and all that. Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha with simple majority and all that. And Article 32, I told you, semi qua non. Semi qua non mean like it is absolutely necessary. So semi qua non. Yeah. The Indian Constitution, I told you, Aman Roy came and he told the idea of Constitution. Then 35, Indian National Congress came and Constitution Assembly was formed officially in 1935. Then 1938, Jawaharlal Nehru joined the Indian Constitution Assembly, and Jawaharlal Nehru presented the idea of adult franchise. Then 1938 till 1945, the World War II was happening. So that's why they were listening to us. And this adult franchise of In which constitution amendment the adult franchise, which was proposed in your 1938 by Jawaharlal Nehru in the Constitution Assembly, like what was like their voting for the voting for was there was like 21 years, and it changed to 18. Was it in 61 Constitution Amendment of 1968?
Yes, you are correct. The 61st Constitutional Amendment Act 1988 lowered the voting age from 21 years to 18 years. This was to encourage more youth participation in the democratic process.
1988. Okay, that's why I was confused here. So this is not 68. This is 88. I find it out this thing was wrong in my notes too. And then Constitution, and it was applied in your 89. If that's a question too, 61 CAA 1989. And then 40 Sir Stand-off Cripps came, and then 46 Sir Stand-off Cripps, Alexander and Lawrence came, and their head was Lord Pathetic, and Lawrence Camillus was there. Warren's there. What do you call that? Viceroy. Yeah. Then 39, 38. This was like 296 were the uh, British India seats, and 1796, 93 something, 93, yeah, 93 were your seat of your princely states. Yeah, then these states were divided into 292 and 4, and UP was there, your Bihar was there. So UP, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Assam, Bengal, then Northwest Frontier, then Sindh, then Punjab, then Bombay, then Madras. And here A B C D. So B for Balochistan, C for Cook, D for Delhi, A for Ajmer. Then three committee was formed, and Hindu, Muslim, and Sikh. The only Hindu votes according to 10,000 by number of your ministers of 10 lakh, like you could say 1 million. Is it 1 million? Yes, it is 1 million. Then their election was not. There was no election for it, the 79th one, because they were like a hereditary part, they came from their king and all that. After this, after 208 was for Indian National Congress. Muslim League only got this one, so they boycotted the 9th December of 1946 of Constitution Assembly of meeting, in which your uh, Sachindra Sinha or something was your temporary president. Then 11th December 1946 Constitution Assembly president was your Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Here, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and here was your Dr. Sachindra Sinha, I told you. And then objective resolution as a preamble tha ye. Objective resolution is it? So, sir, there we will say Sir Jawaharlal Nehru. He passed this objective resolution, and he is sir. You should remember from sovereignty, integrity, and republic. So SEP, social, economical, political justice, but sovereign, independent, and republic. Sovereign mean own decision, independent. Republic mean our head, or every part of the constitution body is elected. Social, economical, political justice in your this assembly. Then there was eighth major committee. So eight major committee from three were from your Jawaharlal Nehru, state and union stuff come inside of him. Then two were your from your Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and he had your steering and some re-election or something, re-allotting, steering and re-allotting or something. Let me check. It's quite far ahead. No, not this far. Yeah, I even skipped the like writs and all that, but I would come back to that. He had steering and rules will be followed by Dr. Rajendra Prasad. And second was uh, your Sardar. What he was? Sardar Patel. Sardar Patel was your SCST and your development or some stuff. SCST and your provision of Constitution Committee. And one was your Dr. D.R. Ambedkar. The head of the drafting committee. And I skipped the whole writs and purpose. Oh yeah, so it is in Article 32. Article 32, then there was habeas corpus, then there was a mandamus. So habeas corpus is like two people are there, one kidnap another. So if the kidnapping was like illegal and other stuff, so the person who got kidnapped can issue the habeas on him. And yeah, and it can't be issued on the court of contempt and all that. Then mandamus is like we command you to do your duty. We can command any public officer to do their duty. Then habeas corpus, mandamus, and then prohibition. Prohibition is like when high Supreme Court says no to High Court on issuing the writs and all that. Then habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, certiorari. Certiorari is when Supreme Court quashes the High Court, Supreme Court, when they squashes the High Court, like whatever they issued. So habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, certiorari. Then how many are there? One, two, three, four. So five one is your Q warranto. So like we can ask any public officer who is trying to do some in charge and all on us. Like whenever a police officer comes, you say, "Sir, we can see a warrant." So that's the basic thing. That's you're applying your fundamental right according to fundamental right of Prama 12 to 35, and this is in 32, which is remedies. Yeah. Going ahead, yeah, drafting committee. So there was your Krishna. There was TT Krishna. Then there is your Gopal. Then Madhav. So these are all Krishna Bhagwan name. Then there was your you will do SMS and Dr. Rajendra Prasad as basic. So there was 7 member, right? So 1, 2, and your major drafting committee had 8, right? If I'm not wrong, yes. So major committee have 8 and drafting committee have 7. Krishna, TT Krishna, Gopal, Madhav, SMS, then KM Munshi. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and your Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is 7th. Is the head. Yeah, these are the articles I was doing that day. So I'm not gonna go all in again. So so like as you see, I've divided them. You could also remember as them as dividing. So first one is like basic introduction on state. What are the states and what would be considered as a state? So state would be state, UTs, and uncaptured captured territory, and that would be our inside our Indian jurisdiction of states and all that. So we captured your Puducherry in your 1954, and it became the part as 14 Constitution Amendment Act of 1964, Goa in 12th CAA of 1962, same with Daman and Diu, and your Bangladesh becoming 100 CAA of 2015. That's on first. Second one is your uh, established or not established states can be considered. Like if not established, then we can establish by capturing it. Third one was your established and unestablished. Third one was your if you want to change name size of any your state. Prime example is Uttar Pradesh to Uttaranchal, both become separate, then Uttaranchal become Uttarakhand. Prime example. Then fourth is yeah, like anything done on two and anything done on any thing done on 2 and 3 doesn't need an amendment. Then fifth till your 11th is on your 5th to 11th is on your like what do you call that You can fly. So citizenship is on 5 to 11. So fifth one is like how would you be considered as a part of the Indian territory, not as of like Indian citizen. So if you were born before your 26th or 25th, I think it is 26th because it is our Independence Day, not Independence, Republic Day. And we are called Republic because we our election is done. We are not as of like princely states, and it was removed on your seventh part. It was princely state, so it got removed under your seventh Constitution Amendment Act of 1956. You should remember that too. And the date was 26 January. Okay, so if you were born before 26th Jan of 1950, before this you would be considered citizen of India. If you are not born before this but you were living 5 years prior this, then you should also consider it. Then sixth article says that when somebody came from Pakistan to India, inside India, before 26th Jan 1950, then he would be considered as a citizen of India, but his parents and all that and heritage should be here. And not this date. Okay, so it is not 26th Jan. That's why I was thinking it becomes same. So it is 14th July of 1948. So for 4 and 48. 19th July, sorry, 19th July of 1948. So 1948. 19th July of 1948. Before this, you came to India, you would be considered an Indian citizen. Then Article 7th is your, if you came, if was in India, then went to Pakistan and came back to India. And this was all done before 1 March of 1947. Then you will be considered citizen of India. Then India to any other country other than the Pakistan. If you came back, you want your citizenship. If your parents and all that were born in India, and you were raised in India, then you will be considered citizen of India again. Then ninth says that single citizenship. Then 10th said that parliament can make any changes here. Then 11th, I have to look up. 11th is the parliament to regulate the rights of citizenship and the law of the parliament to take back the citizenship. So again, 11th, 10th, parliament can make any changes. 11th, they can take any citizenship if they want it. Okay. Now going to 12. 12 and 13 you should remember separately. 12 is definition of state. State is a body who can make law. Even your IPS officer of a particular district, you can consider it as a state. He can make law on your behalf. 13 is like any law made who violates a fundamental right would be considered as null law. 14 is like 14 till 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 14 till 18. You should remember separately as equality. No. Yeah, equality. So 14 is like no discrimination on no, 14 is not that. 13 is that 14 is like article 14 is like equality before law and equal protection of law. Then equal protection of law is positive and equality before law is negative, because equality before law give equality to everything, but equal protection of law is different. It is taken from USA. Okay, so equal protection of law is like the poor will get more protection and the rich would get his basic right but not that protection which the poor is getting. That's the basic thing here. And this -1 is taken from British, as like they did negative stuff to us. 15 is like no discrimination on based on caste, gender, sex, place, birth, and all that. First clause is state would not do it. Second clause is citizen would not do it. Third is like women and children would have special provisions, and fourth is the society has special provisions. Then 16th is like reservation of seats and all that. And these reservation of seats for your or not reservation, equality for like job opportunity. So first one is that everybody have equality for job opportunity. Second one is like no discrimination on job on basis of caste, gender, sex, descent, place of birth, and all that. Then your this one is first one, caste, gender, sex, all that. Then parliament can do any changes on bringing on the like reservation, all that. Then state can do that. And here I saw PYQ, which was which of the following Indian introduced the reservation on the India Republic employment for people in the economy of weaker section. So EWS. So here EWS they make, so the state is making from everybody, right? So EWS, so this was introduced in your 103 constitutional amendment of 2019. Both your parliament and state legislative made the reservation. So let me do it here. So there were a bunch of amendments there. It started from 101, 102, 122, 103. So 101 constitution amendment is your on, if I'm not wrong, it was GST, introduction of GST in 2016, if I'm not wrong. I remember it is, yeah, I remember this off as like actual what happened in 2016 or something. It might be 18 or 19, I'm not sure. Then 22, sorry, 102 is your constitution state to introduce the National Commission for Backward Classes. So National Commission for Backward Classes is on this 102. So 22 choo. Then 122 is supports the GST and all that. Then this one is like economical uh, economically weaker section people would get job opportunity according to article 102. But these can be important because they were asked in the question and they were didn't have a question formed on them. So 101 on GST. Second one is your NCBW, so national so your National Commission for Backward Classes, so National Commission for Backward Classes. And 122 is like your related to GST. Then 17 is like no discrimination. No discrimination would be here. No abolition of untouchability. Then 18 is your no title. Then 19 till 22 you have to make another group. This group is for your freedom. So first one you have freedom till Samro. SMSAAMRO. So S is your S S is, so Samro is there. So S is your, you can your like you can have like sorry, so this is a freedom, right? So freedom of speech. Then you can make assembly. Then you have can have association. Then you can move any part of the country. Then you can reside any part of the country. Then you have any occupation. So S is A is B is C, this is D, this is E. So F is shifted to your 300 and A. Then O is your occupation, which is A B C D E F G. So F is not here in Article 19. Then 20 is like if you wouldn't have like what is the name of the main heading of it? Protection in respect of conviction of offense. So if you don't have on your offense, on you would get some protection on basis of no double jeopardy. You can't be arrested on double cases. Then I'm doing it back, but it's not doing happening anything here. Did it got lagged? Yeah, it is lagged. Okay, it came back. It came back. Yeah. Okay, where were we? 20. 20 is like no double jeopardy, no self incrimination, and no ex facto, like old law. Like you can't be punished on your old activity. I have to scroll all the way again. Okay, so that was your 20. Then 21 is like right of personal liberty and all that, protection of life and personal liberty. Then 21 AI, as I told you, 86th Constitution Amendment Act of 2002. 22, uh, yeah, 22 is your protection against your arrest and detention. But what is the main name of it? The main name of it is protection against arrest and detention. Arrest, you can get lawyer, you could get you would get 24 hours before the punishment and all that. Then you would have information here, information lawyer, then 3 months on recommendation of your advisory court of high court. Then 23 and 24 is exploitation. So 23 talks about you won't get exploited and all that. And no human trafficking. So first is that. Second is like you have had, if oh yeah, so first is like no human trafficking would done on you. Then second is like state, and no one can force to work you, but state can force you work you on the emergency and all that, like the war type thing. You could have like you have fundamental duty for too, you have to perform your duty as a national, like as an army person. And 24th is like children below the age of 14 would not work in the largest condition. Then 25 till your 28, 25 till 28. So we have done equality, then we have done freedom, then we have done uh, exploitation, then we have religious. So religious is from 25 till 28. So 25 is like you would have trust in your girlfriend, so trust in a religion. Then trust, then you would have affair on her, so affair in any religion activity. Then tax, you would pay tax on a coffee, so tax on, you don't have to pay tax on the religious activity stuff. That is 27. Then 28, 28, 28 is your no tax. mm, then 28 is your, if after all of this stuff you become dumb, so you go to school, can open any school on the religious basis, but it should not be funded by the state, because then the religious basis become like a state school, so that anybody can join, because state schools are like anybody can join, but madrasas are financially like madrasas and all that are like your funded by your personal people and all that. Okay, then where were we? 25, 26, 27, 28. Then 29 and 30 is your study. So like, so 29 is like on like protection on your minorities. Minorities can be your linguistic and religious basis. So first is that. Second is like they have to study and all that, if I'm not wrong. Second clause of minorities. Second clause is no citizen shall have denied the administration and reduction of any education institution. Yeah, so 30 is like you can open any. institute on religious basis, but it should not be funded by the state. Second is like state can destroy the institution, but they have to pay ransom amount. Then all the land and all that. And the third is no discrimination on destruction and all that. 31 is not here as of it is in 300 and A. 32 till 35 is your uh, remedies. 32 is your Supreme Court power to issue writ jurisdiction, and this is like the 32 is the soul of the Constitution, because you can go to the Supreme Court anytime you want, and because of that your fundamental right are protected, because you could do any case on if you want, if somebody violates a fundamental right. 33 is like the armed forces can have your would have to be socially they can put blockage on all that on the armed forces. 34th is your martial law brought up by the Britain. 35 is your 35 is like parliament can do any changes on the fundamental right and all that. Then 36 till your 51 is your DPSP. So first 36 is introduction of DPSP. DPSP article is in 36. 37 is no, the DPSPs are non what do you call that word, what is that word, I forgot that word. 36, 37, sorry, non enforceable. 36 is 37 is DPSP as a no enforceable, you can't put law on that. Then 38 is DPSP provides social, economical and political justice. 37th is dialects of the DPSP, and policies, adequate meanings and livelihood and all citizen, equal pay and equal work and healthy work and all that. Then 39A is your free legal aid. 39A, A is for aid. 40 is your Panchayati Raj, and according to this article, your Gujarat, not Gujarat, your Rajasthan was your first, the state who applied the Panchayati Raj. Then your Indramati or Ajmer or some stuff was the next one who applied the Panchayati Raj. This is that article. Then 41 is education related, they can DPSP would promote education and all that. Then 42 is maternity leave, like the pregnant woman get leaves on maternity purposes, if they are pregnant and all that. And DPSP would improve the working condition. 43 is 43 is on your uh, 43 is state shall endeavor securing living wages and all that, and improve the standard of cotton industries in this 43. Then then your management industries in your 43A. Then 43B is your, so 9A 9B, so cooperative society, which was your added in your, so 9B part was added in your cooperative society with it was added in 97th Constitutional Amendment Act of 2011. Okay, 43 B, and 44 is what is it, uniform civil code. Then 45, as I told you, it is 86, the Constitution Amendment Act 2002, 6 till 14 children. Then 47 is better living condition on state. Then 51 is DPSP is for benefit of the state and all that. Then 51A is your fundamental duty. Now 52 till 62 is your president. So the short trick was your PRE. I can write it here. PREEM. Prem. TREQ. TREQ. CO. CO. IT. Come in time. So PR president, E for your executive power of the president. President is uh, your de jure head, and he is a nominal. He is a nominal head, not a real head, and all that. Then election of the president, your Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha elected member would be there. Then your state legislative assembly member would be there. Then your Delhi and Pondicherry members would be there. And I want to see that is there an amendment for this Delhi and Pondicherry. There is amendment for Delhi and Pondicherry, which is 70th Constitution Amendment Act of 1992. So this is with 76th Constitution of 1996. So I can guess it on 1992. I don't remember. So PREM, manner of election, is it is like proportionate representation of single transferable vote. Proportionate representation is like total number of people in the state or total number of MPs equals to 1 by 100, sorry, 1000. Then single transferable is like a person who is going there as a nomination would have like 50 votes, then 50 people would whack this 50 people's, then they would get here, then voting on the 1%, then it would go on the ranking and all that. So PR, then TR is term, then E is your TRE. E is your eligibility of re-election. They are eligible for re-election. Then Q for qualification of the president. Then C is your condition. Then O, condition of like the office, to hold the office, like he should not be a member of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, should not hold any post of office, should be Indian citizen, and should not be bankrupt. And O is for oath and affirmation. So PR is 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. So 60 is your oath and affirmation. 61 is your uh 61 is your impeachment of president, which would taken by USA. Then T is your term of the president, when a road got end and who would replace it and all that. Then 63 is on like the vice president and president. No. 63 is not that. It is 71. So 63 is like there should be a vice president. 64 is like so there should be a president, then vice president. So there should be a president according to 63, same as 52. Then after you have a president, then uh, he is the ex office chairman of your Rajya Sabha. He is a chairman of Rajya Sabha. He hold the two posts. And then 65 is if president he goes anywhere or dead or anything, then the vice president would take his job for the time being, and the your deputy chairman would become the chairman. Then 66 is your election. Here your 66 is election. Here is your proportionate representation of single transferable vote, and election is done on your election nominated and elected. Both member are comes here, nominated and elected of your Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. And here is no state legislative assembly, and the age for vice president is 35. President, so age for vice president is 35, then president is 35, then Rajya Sabha is 30 if I'm not wrong, then Lok Sabha is 25. Let me check. So can you quickly confirm this? The age for president, vice president 35, the Rajya Sabha is 30, and the Lok Sabha 25.
Yes, that's correct. The minimum age requirement.
Okay. 66. Then he have term. Then after term in 67, he would have re-election. Then he would have oath and affirmation. He would do re-election first, then oath and affirmation. Then 70 would be like his discharge of the president, and 71 is the election of president and vice president. In doubt of president and vice president, final election would be Supreme Court. Any of the subject of president or vice president would be taken by the parliament. empowering the president to grant the pardon. Who have been, yeah, this is different stuff. So yeah, a vice president, ex office chairman, then president goes somewhere, then your election on your elected, non-elected Rajya Sabha Lok Sabha member, 35 term, 38, 68, sorry, 67 term. 68 is your if your vice president would have re-election, then your oath and affirmation, then your ending of your vice president, and 71 is on election of your president and your vice president. Any doubt there would be taken by your Supreme Court, and any changes would be made by Parliament. 72 is the empower of the president to pardon. Okay, so the pardon and all those grants, this is on Article 72. Like, pardon power is like he can like pardon someone, and like he can completely erase his stuff, then your pardon, then commutation काम करने देना. Hmm. Then pardon is like a removal of the whole punishment. Then commutation is like relaxing. Reminisce also is a relaxation. Then reprieve is like reptile is like punishment change on basis of whatever he done. Riptide, oh sorry, respite. So Reshma is there. So Reshma, if she gets sick on all that, then you can provide, president can go to you pardon powers. Then your reprieve, temporary hold, reprieve, I'm repriving your stock. Then Khairar Singh versus Julian case in 1988, judicial review if arbitrary international male female discrimination, you are free. Then now from here I need to do my own stuff. Okay, this is much better setup. Can this charger reach here? It can't, so I would have to go back. Okay. So we have done 72, the pardoning power of the president. Now 73. 73 is the extent of union key executive power on the parliament. Parliament can give power to state or center executive power. Okay. 73, not to be remember that much, but Parliament can give more executive power to state and all that. 74 is your, there shall be a council of minister to aid the president. So council of minister to aid the president. So then council of president here means like your Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, and your prime minister. So here this power and this advice is binding. 74th, this advice is compulsory for to take. Yes, first time he can say no, but second time he have to take. Prime minister Council of Minister, head of the government, real head, de facto head. Yeah. So 7 4. 4 square, not 4 into 4 is 8. 4 into 2 is 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. So 7 and 4. 7 and 4. Like how I listen my talked the same way the president uh, to listen to the advice of Council of Minister. Is there an amendment here? And this power is binding according to 44 CAA of 19 what 1978 78 7478 and 44 here, so 74478. Okay, and this is binding, this is a PYQ 35 author information other provision as to minister. Yeah, 75 is that the prime minister, the president appoints prime minister, president plus prime minister appoint the council of minister. Okay, other provision as to ministers. There shall be office of hold during the pleasure of the president. Council of minister are individually responsible to president. Council of ministers shall collectively responsible to the House of People. 74 was your 74. Yeah. Yeah. Council of Minister advice to President and binding. 74 of your 1978. Now moving on to 75. This is like other provision that Council of Minister have to follow. And these other provisions are: first, the president would nominate your or elect your vice president, sorry, prime minister and vice president also, actually. Why is this app lagging so much? I don't mind scrolling, but don't lag. Yeah, 75. And here I was talking about your prime minister would get nominated by your president, and your president plus prime minister would nominate the council of minister, and the council of minister collectively is responsible to your Lok Sabha, because council of minister is your Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha is your house of people, so they should be responsible to house of people if they do something bad. And this is under 75th article, which is other provision of the members. So other provision of members is the president would nominate the president would nominate the appoint the prime minister, and prime minister plus president would appoint the council of minister. Now council of minister collectively responsible to Lok Sabha, and council of ministers singularly responsible to your president. That is on article 75. Then article 76 is your attorney general. No, there is more stuff on this 75. 15% can 15% seat of Lok Sabha should be equal to your um, Rajya Sabha, and 10% on your Delhi and Delhi and Pondicherry and all that. Then first B, any member who is disqualified on base of defection, part 10 of your 52nd of 1985 defection, he shall be disqualified as a minister. Then minister who has been absent for 6 months from Lok Sabha Rajya Sabha should be disqualified, and Parliament can decide salaries and allowance. Oh, okay. Yeah. Uh, Salaries and allowance. If somebody is out for 6 months and can't is not reporting out from Lok Sabha Rajya Sabha would be not considered as a member. 76 is your. I should write it from another pen. Article 76, 7667. So, Attorney General is here on 76. Attorney General, highest law officer of the country. Uh, he is a general, he is an advocate. So, he is the highest law officer. He, he is appointed by the president, and yeah, highest law officer of the central government, you could say, or union. Then so he need to be qualified for the judge of your high court, and he shall have right to visit all the courts in the country, and he is not a permanent head, like he doesn't hold or he have to do his duty all the time. He's a temporary guy, temporary type of guy. He's not a full-time member of the council. Then and if he does any other work, you can't be disqualifying him. He's an attorney general, he can do anything, and he works on the pleasure of president. And yeah, I think that's it. Then your solicitor general, solicitor general. This doesn't have any articles and all that, but he just helps the attorney general. Then attorney general we have done. Then we have done solicitor general. Then there is your uh, article 165. So 66651 carry here. 165 is your advocate advocate general. He is the highest law officer of the state he is at. There can be like 28 state. I'm guessing that, but it should be that. Highest law officer of the state. Then highest law officer of the state, and then he should be qualified as a judge of high court, I think so. Yeah. Then he is appointed by the governor, because governor of that state. Okay, because like president can't do every like of your advocate general. He can do the attorney general, but advocate general is so many. Then yeah, highest law officer of the state. Okay, so let me revise it. What we have done from 72nd. Yeah, the 72nd is like president. What do you call that? Pardon power. 73rd. 73 is your. Yeah, Parliament can empower the state for executive power. 74th is your PYQ, which is on your like 74. So 74. So 4 times 7. So 474 is an advice of Council of Minister to President. This is binding on 44th Constitution Amendment Act of 1978. So 74th Constitution, 74th is on 74th is on advice to President by Council of Minister plus Prime Minister on your, and this advice is binding according to the article of your according to the article 74th Constitution. No, 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 no. 44 Constitution Amendment Act of 1978. 75th is like council of minister appointing and all of those stuff. 76 is attorney general. 165 is advocate general. Then 77th is like 7 7. So we are doing business here. 7 is lucky. So lucky. Lucky is on like business. So anything done in the business category would be done on the name of president. That's 77. Then conduct of business. And 78 is like chugli. So 7 7 lucky. 7 8 lucky doing chugli here. So lucky is your prime minister. So there is a council of minister. This is president. So prime minister hears everything on council of minister. He sits there. Then he says stuff to the president. So he's doing chugli. 78. And yeah, prime minister and the cabinet minister is very close to your president, like the defense, financial sector, home minister, all of this. Acha. Deputy minister, minister of state. A person can become a part of a cabinet minister, but shall become, example, become doctor. So there's enough member within 6 months, and it can become from any part of the state. Shadow committee is committee. So kitchen committee is the main committee who inform the head of information of the group, the head of the member advice. So mummy is giving advice from kitchen, and shadow committee is the same but opposite party. Opposite party takes that advice and all that. Then president power of function of prime minister, council of minister deciding on helps in controlling the council of minister, reshuffling various portfolio if PM recognizes the ex enter of council of minister recognize. Oh, so if this question comes, if prime, what is happening to this tab? Actually, not this tab, this app. If prime minister resigns, the entire council of minister will retire. But only Lok Sabha get disqualified. Rajya Sabha doesn't get disqualified from isolated. Then parliamentary form of government. 79 have that. Okay. 80 Council of State shall have the Minister of Consisting. Okay, so let me do till the 72nd till 78. Okay. Oh. 72nd is executive power given to your state. 73rd is your Ah, 73rd is advice given by Council of Ministers. 74th is your 7 4. I am in heaven. Heaven of what? Heaven of your advice. It is 73. 72nd. 72nd is your Judy. What do you call that? And 73rd is your pardoning power. 72nd. 73rd is your executive power given to states and all that from parliament. 74th is your advice from council of minister, which is binding according to 74th according to 44th constitution amendment act of 1978. Yeah, 73rd, 74th, 75 is the uh, council of minister and all of those stuff. President appointed by the president will appoint the prime minister of the second will appoint the council of ministers and all of those. 76 is the Attorney General, then 165 is the Advocate General, then 77th is your conduct of business. So any business would be conducted on the saying of the president, and the president name would be there. Then 78 is your prime minister duty. So prime minister duty is like chuggling and to the president from the council of minister, and the president, so council of minister does one thing when bad, and then he does that. Then oath and salary and term for the prime minister, president, parliament gives the salary. Okay, parliament decide the prime minister salary. Okay, can stay till with election. Pleasure of president. 77, 78, 89, 80, 81, 3. And Constitution 77th is like Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha plus President. That is your Parliament. 79 have that. Yeah, I know that one. So, like 79 a whole meaning of your this sorry. Where is it? This whole thing, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, President, is called your Parliament. This is written on 79. 80 is your PYQ, which is Council of State shall consist of elected and nominated member 250. Okay, Council of Ministers is 250. And then 81. Then 12 member nominated. B is the 238 represented state and UT. Location of the Rajya Sabha to be filled by the state according to the provision of fourth schedule. Fourth schedule was what? TEAR. R is your residuary seats in the Rajya Sabha. At present there are 245 seats. Okay, 73rd is the member to be nominated by the president under the clause 1 and shall consist the having a special knowledge in the particular experience of literature, art, no, not culture is not there. So literature, science, art, and social science. Okay, literature, art, social science. This is the PYQ, which is in 80. 80 talks about like Council of States and Minister. Then it take by the representation of UTs. Shall chosen in such manner as Parliament may law prescribed. Okay. Elected member of Rajya Sabha, South Africa. Yeah, elected member of South Africa was an amendment. Election of member of Rajya Sabha is on South Africa. Okay, election of Rajya Sabha in South Africa. It was amendment on the South Africa. And Rajya Sabha unequal representation. So there are three states who. So do you know the MSG salt? Then your UP, Uttar Pradesh, not Uttar Pradesh, UP, APBR. So member of representation of seats there are some one or two. So UP have 31 seats, and your Manipur, not Manipur, Meghalaya. Manipur is not anywhere. Manipur is not no, not Manipur. Meghalaya, Shillong, Sikkim. Shillong is the capital of Meghalaya. Sikkim. Then this is Goa. These all have one seats in the Rajya Sabha. So SG have one seat in Rajya Sabha and UP have 31 seat in Rajya Sabha. Meghalaya, Sikkim, Goa. So can you confirm this fact that the Bihar have 31 seats in the Rajya Sabha and your MSG, Meghalaya, Sikkim and Goa have only one seat. Is there any other state there with one seat?
My information shows that Bihar has 16 Rajya Sabha seats, not 31. However, you are correct that Meghalaya, Sikkim, and Goa each have one Rajya Sabha seat. Other states that have one Rajya Sabha seat include Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, and Nagaland, as well as some union territories.
Does Uttarakhand have three?
Yes, Uttarakhand has multiple railway stations.
Not railway station, Rajya Sabha seat I'm talking about. Do we have three?
My apologies. Yes, Uttarakhand has three Rajya Sabha seats.
Eighty Council of Minister in the state. So this is scheduled for 8 so fourth schedule is on your 80th article. So 8 to the 40, 8 to the 8, 4 to the 8, 4 to the 8, 8 and 0. Okay. So fourth schedule seats and allocation of this is on your article 80. So 4 into 2 is 8, 8 and 0, 80. Okay. And composition of Lok Sabha of House of People. This is the committees. I don't really want to like make these are my actual notes, so I don't want to disrupt them. These are my rough hand notes. So can you give me like basic idea on like I know till like your you can fly. So union I know, citizenship I know, fundamental articles I know from where to where they are. Then fundamental articles, fundamental right article no I know, DPSP no I know, like 36 till your 51. Then I know you can fly directly. So fundamental you can fly. So fly is a fundamental duty, which is no fly is fundamental right directly from, which is fundamental duty, which is 51A, directly from you for union. So from union, I know the president is on like 52 till 52 till your 60 to 62, I think so. He have 10 articles, so 52 till 62. Then the 63 till your 70 is a vice president. Then 71 is president, vice president. Like the final decision would be done by uh, your Supreme Court, and any changes would be made by the Parliament and all that. Then 72nd is your writ. 72nd, from 72nd ahead, I don't know who is taking what in charge. That's the basic problem here. So 72nd is like your president. What do you call that? President defect? No, it is called president pardoning power. Then 73rd is like executive power given to some state by the parliament, increasing their executive power. Then 74th is your PYQ, which talk about the council of minister plus president advice, sorry, prime minister advice would be binding to the president according to amendment of 44th constitution amendment act of year 1978. Then I know 75, which is your 75 is like your president would appoint the prime minister, and the prime minister plus president would appoint the council of minister, and the council of minister would collectively responsible to your Lok Sabha, which is House of People. Then the council of minister, which individually member would be individually responsible to your president. Then I know 76th is after that. I have a vague idea of them. I know what the work is there. I don't 76. How do I forgot that? 76 your attorney general. Attorney general is like the highest law officer of the state and all that, and he can go any part of the state, any court. I meant to say any court he can go, highest law officer of the country. Sorry, not state, or you could say union, central government. Then he is appointed by the president and works in the benefit of the president. He is not the full-time job, he can do his part-time job too. And yeah, then 165 is like advocate general. He's the highest law officer of the state appointed by the governor, and go any part of the particular state of the court. That's the advocate general. And after 7165 there is 77. 77, see, from here I have vague idea, like any business done by the government would be name of the president. So this is like vague idea too, so it would not come that much. Then prime minister is like Chugli Khor, so it is in 78 87. And then 79 is your 79, yeah, 79. I know that much too. Can you answer me fast? 80 council of ministers shall consist of, yeah, this, the council of minister, 80 council of minister shall consist of, this is also an article. And the 12 member, the 12 member are coming from your science, social science, art and culture, literature, sorry, not culture, literature. Then 79th says that to be parliament consists of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and president. This whole thing becomes a parliament, that is in 79. Then 80 also talks about like Bihar seats. They have 16 seats in the Rajya Sabha. Then your MSG, Meghalaya, Sikkim, and G for Goa have one seat. 81A, 81 composition of Lok Sabha of House of People. Okay, so 81 have the Lok Sabha. There would be a Lok Sabha is in Article 81. 8 and 1 Shagun. So 8 was Council of Minister. Here they got Shagun on the Lok Sabha. And 82 should be the Rajya Sabha one then. That wasn't if it's fair to me to remember. Need to be able to remember them. So 81 one is House of People should consist of not more than 550 chosen directly by the election of the territory and all that. Not more than 20 member representing the UTs chosen on in such manner of the parliament. Earlier, Lok Sabha is nominated as a member of members as 104. Oh, so 101 is on GST. 102 is on some special provision to your some classes and all that. Then 102, 122 is on GST2. Then 103 amendment, constitution amendment I'm talking about, was on your economically backward section, economically weaker section, sorry, weaker section, EWS. They had this reservation in the job and all that. 104 is, this could come actually. Where was it? Where did I read it? Lok Sabha elected member 104 from Anglo-Indian community. Oh, Anglo-Indian community. And the 104th constitutional amendment. They have special seats in your Lok Sabha. I got it. Now I can remember it more prominently. So you know, like how there is like Irish. From there, we took 12 nominated member in your Rajya Sabha. Now in Lok Sabha, we used to take two members from your as nominated from Anglo Indian communities. This was under your 104th Constitutional Amendment of 2019. It got removed. Anglo Indian community. Yeah. Now that is, this is very important in my opinion. It could come like after seeing that portion of like 101, 102, 10, 122, 103, then 104 is there. Then 97th is also there, which is your Cooperative Society 2011. Then 100 is also there, which is your 100 2015, which we took some Bangladesh part. 97 this, 101, 102, 103, 104. So consider this, right? So like I consider I read the question in CDS exam, which was on Constitution Amendments Act from 101, 102, 122, 103. So I think that these are important. So 101, can you tell me like these are the prominent idea in this Constitution Amendment? So 97th to 97 2011, it is cooperative society. Then your 100 Constitution Amendment Act of 2015 is your like we took some part of the Bangladesh. 101 is GST. I don't remember the date, but I would say 2016. Then 102 is like some section would get some benefit. I forgot their name. It was something. Yeah. Then 103 is like the economically weaker section would get reservation in like your seats of like the job and all that. Then 104 here I read that like how we took from Irish government the 12 nominated member from your science, social science, art and literature. Now the two member also get to used to be selected from the Lok Sabha from an Anglo-Indian community, and these two members got removed under your 104 Constitution Amendment Act of 2019.
That's a good overview. You're right. The 104th Amendment did extend the reservation for SCs and STs in Lok Sabha and state assemblies, but it indeed abolished the reservation for the Anglo Indian community in Lok Sabha and state assemblies, effective 2020. It's important to keep track of these changes. Is there anything else you'd like to clarify?
What were the 102? Which community was that?
The 102 Amendment established the National Commission for Backward Classes,
Yeah, backward
which
classes. Ho ho ho. No Santa ho ho ho. Oh, no Santa ho ho ho. Santa Claus. No Santa. Yes, this is good. Okay. Okay. Article 80. Yeah, we done that. Okay. Yeah. Not Article 80. I was saying an Article 80. I was thinking about Article 75. So it's like, okay, it is from Article 80. Ah, oh, seats and all that is Article 80. What is 75 then? Appointment. Okay, that is appointed and all that. Council of members is consist of Article 80 is Council of members. Then 81, if I'm not wrong, it is on Lok Sabha. 81 Council of Member to Lok Sabha. Please 82 be Rajya Sabha. It is the elimination of commission, whatever that is. Not revised it in a long time. 81 was your Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha House of People. 81A House of People will consist of not more than 550 members. Presently it is 543. 550 is the maximum. Not more than 20 members represented in the 80 state. Okay. Earlier, okay, it is in 51, which is like that one. Okay. So Lok Sabha would be on Lok Sabha only. So 81 Lok Sabha. 80 is your Council of Minister. My brother passing out parade. Mine will be mine. It would be invested. 80 is your Council of Ministers. 79 is your Parliament. Parliament is formed by Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, then President. This whole thing is the Parliament, which is Article 79. It becomes Council of Ministers, which is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Then 81 is the Lok Sabha, in which the second two member were nominated in the Anglo-Indian Committee, which was removed by your 104th Constitutional Amendment of 2019. 82 is delineation of commission. Deelimination. The word deelimination means the act of processing of fixing limits on boundaries of territory of the constituent. Indian Deelimination Commission have been constituted for four times: 1952, 1963, Act of 1962, 1962, the Indo-China War, then 1973, okay, then 2002, okay. The main purpose of the elimination is to rationalize and structure composition of electoral constituency and the principle of one vote, one value. Okay. Readjustment of this each crisis, allocating of seats in the House of People, then division of each state in the individuality of India. 83 is the duration of the House of the Parliament. Okay. Council of State. Okay. Okay. So 80 was your Council of Ministers. 81 was your Lok Sabha. And 83 here it is on your Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. Rajya Sabha in one time their one third members can be removed, but whole Rajya Sabha can never be whatever you call disqualified or disamendment or whatever disqualify dissoluted. Whole Rajya Sabha cannot be dissoluted because it is the main constitution body, and only one third can be dissoluted at one time. But Lok Sabha can completely dissolute it, and Lok Sabha can be working for extra 1 year in your 42nd Constitution Amendment Act of 1976, and then 6 month extra and under this 6 month time they have to make the new Lok Sabha, which is on your 44th Constitution Amendment Act of 1978. Okay, okay. Lok Sabha has House of People, National Emergency. Yeah, that was I talked about here. President to address to send the message to the House. Joint sitting is in what? Article 86. And from where did we took it? From Germany or something? Russia or something? Joint sitting. Joint sitting. Australia concurrent list. Joint sitting, and it is in Article 86, 7, 86, 8 and 2 plus 2, 6 plus 2 and 8 minus 2. 86th is on uh, president to address the message and send to advisory. Joint sitting, and yeah, joint sitting is there because Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha is not able to come out to a single thing, so the president calls a joint sitting, and they do the meeting, and the president says that do this thing fast. 87 special address by the president. Mm, Beginning Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha call and tell the procedure about the session. Okay, it is 7. Okay. President special address for president. President says that the session will begin. The right of Minister of Attorney General and respective general. Lok Sabha. Attorney General can can't vote on the in the meeting, but he can sit in the House meeting too. He have that power too. More than just sitting in the judge court and all that, he can sit in the joint sitting, and but he can't vote because he's not a member there. Basic stuff. I am doing a live stream. What is at the breakfast? क्या बना रखा है? मैंने तो गर्म का भरता बना रखा है। Okay. Yeah. 89. Office of Parliament, Deputy Chairman and the Council of State. The Vice President of India shall be the ex office chairman. Yes, the Deputy Chairman के पद बैठने हैं तो राज्यसभा वाला कि किसी को डेप्यूटी चेयरमैन बना देंगे. हाँ, वाइस प्रेसिडेंट मतलब बैठेगा, डेप्यूटी चेयरमैन की पद में बैठना है तो राज्यसभा वाले ही किसी को. अच्छा, ओके. So chairman and deputy chairman are there, right? So chairman is your by default ex office chairman, as your vice president is become the chairman of Rajya Sabha. The deputy chairman, on the other hand, becomes a chairman on the election of like your an internal election of your Rajya Sabha member, and they make a one deputy chairman. Then vacation and resignation or removal of the office of deputy chairman. Okay. Deputy chairman resigns to chairman. Okay. Yeah, deputy chairman gives resignation to chairman, and chairman gives his resignation to your president because he's a vice president, and the president gives his resignation to vice president. Qualification of member of parliament. 35, sorry, 30 in Rajya Sabha, 25 in Lok Sabha. Session of parliament. Winter session, then budget session, then your summer session is something. Monsoon session is there. So budget session is first. Budget session. This is on Feb. Then monsoon is like in August or something, July, August. Then winter is like December. It is going on right now. Then summon. President summons. Prorogate. Both. Okay. So on Article 85, okay. 85, there are session stuff here. And in this session stuff, the president summons the whole council of minister and begins the session, and he can prorogate it, like he can stop the session of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. He can stop them and completely temporarily stop in prorogate. Then dissolution, in this only Lok Sabha comes because Lok Sabha can only resolution. Then adjournment is like he temporarily holds the session. Adjournment, temporarily holds the session. Summon president, prorogate Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, dissolute Lok Sabha, and then adjournment is on Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha both because it is on session only. Meeting ko rokna. 94, deputy speaker on vacation. Then all the vote of the house also. Yeah, 94, speaker and deputy speaker vacation, resignation, removal. All vacant office, if he or she cease to be member of Lok Sabha, given resignation to deputy speaker. Okay. Okay. Yes, so resignation is given to deputy speaker of the Lok Sabha member. May be removed from the office or resolution of Lok Sabha, passing by the The heck is that? Negarity of the efficient majority. Oh, members of the house. जब भी लोकसभा डिसॉल्व होती है तब और मेंबर्स टाटा बाय हो जाते हैं एक्सेप्ट स्पीकर ऑफ लोकसभा ये immediately before the first meeting talk. Okay, so when Lok Sabha was getting dissoluted, here we talk about prorogated with session end, but dissoluted with Lok Sabha get dissoluted. Every member is Tata bye bye to your Tata bye bye to deputy speaker. Deputy speaker to Tata bye bye every member of Lok Sabha. So Lok Sabha is getting the. Why can't I write well in this thing? Give me this one or this one maybe. Yeah, now I can write. Maybe this. Okay, so whenever Lok Sabha is getting desolated, dissolved, then all the members will give their resignation to deputy speaker, and the only the speaker remains. But after the first meeting of Lok Sabha, the old chairman gets removed and there is no one at Lok Sabha to make the members give oath and affirmation. Schedule TEA. Third, the protem speaker makes them give oath and affirmation. Yes. Speaker office is vacant. Deputy Speaker with the performance of his duty. Protem Speaker 9 Lok Sabha. After oath and affirmation, Speaker will come. If Deputy Speaker is also absent or not there, then any member of the Lok Sabha appointed by the President would do that. Speaker office is vacant and Deputy Speaker will perform his duty. Okay. Speaker absent, Deputy Speaker absent, then other such other member determined by the House to act as a speaker also get. Okay. May be removed by his resolution. 91. Deputy Chairman performs duty of Chairman. Yeah. 92. Chairman and Deputy Chairman, if removed, talks are going on, then during that time they will not have their seats and power during resolution and removal is going on. If the deadlock on the voting and removal of the chairman, then he can't vote in this situation. 93. Speaker and Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha and the House can choose two members of Lok Sabha or Deputy Speaker, Lok Sabha and Deputy Speaker. If the House of the Speaker, Deputy Speaker is vacant, House shall appoint another member or Speaker or Deputy Speaker. Election date of Speaker fixed by the President. First Speaker of Lok Sabha is your G.V. Malvekar. And election of Deputy Speaker, Speaker first is your M.A. Iyengar. G.V. Malvekar, I know. So, first Speaker of Constitution of India is G.V. Malvekar or Vikar? G.V. Malvekar. G.V. Malvekar. And the deputy speaker is your MA. So G.V. M.A. Iyengar. Maybe South Side guy. Salaries and allowance of the chairman and deputy chairman and your speaker and deputy speaker disposed by the parliament. Yeah, parliament do this and your TE emoluments in your schedule. Second, it is written that there would be your president, vice president, speaker, deputy speaker of your Lok Sabha, then your chairman, deputy chairman of Rajya Sabha, then CAG, controller, auditor general. This he holds the audit account and all that. He holds the audit account for your union, and but for state he do accounting and auditing account too. Then Supreme Court and High Court judges. Then yeah, 99 oath and affirmation of member. 100 is voting in the house of voting in house power in of the act vacancies. 99 is oath and affirmation of member. 98 is secretarian of parliament. Each have a parliament shall have a separate secretary staff. Yeah. So 98, these are the main big brains of this parliament. These are the secretary of the members, and these are the one who is bringing these amendments and these changes and these talks, because these ministers are dumb basically. And yeah, these 98 article, these secretarian brings it. Then 99 is the oath and affirmation. Then 100 is the voting in the house of the power of act vacancy and quorum. Voting in the house, quorum of 10% of Lok Sabha, adjournment of temporary. Then this question R is there. Then this adjournment. So 100 is the voting and all that, and there's the voting R and all of these are. So first is question R. So first is starter question, and these can have like extra stuff to it. Supplementary question can be asked in starter question, and these are in green color and color starter question. Then there is your unstarter question. These are in gray, if I'm not wrong, gray or white. Starter star for green, then unstarter, which are from the portfolio of that president. No supplementary is asked here. These are written. So the starter are oral. So the question are, let me write it properly. So question are, first is your, I will write it with green. Starter question 11 to 12. Supplementary is asked, can be asked here, oral and green. Then gray, white, sorry. Unstarter. These are written from the portfolio of that minister, 12 to 1. Then there is your short notice question. Short notice are short notice for 10 days. It is on pink. Short notice for 10 days. Yeah, then there is 0 or is there. Done by a private minister, not a member. So that is a secretarian, I would say 98. Vacancies and seats. I think I would do it later on. I have done till 100. So some only left 100 more, something like that. So I can do it. Now I'm planning to do, I have done this. Then now I'm planning to do the revision of that. Okay. And then maths at the evening. Okay. I'm set. I'm set. Gaming time. Gaming time. Gaming time. This might get really hot though. And it actually might lag. I'm doing gaming time after 2 hours, okay? So I'm not a dumbass. So I don't need the what is that education one, right? So not religious one. Religious one is from your so you had equality, then we have your freedom, then we have your evolution, then we have the religious. So 23, 24, 25 till 28, 25 to 20, 28. I'm not in article 28. I can open my institute, so I'm not dumb. Okay, that's a reference of mine studying. If you have watched it, then you would know. These are guaranteedly bots. What is here? Ash Ketchum.
Round starting soon. If you've got a plan, now's the time to set it up.
What?
Ten more seconds. Enemy bombs are armed. Find and defuse them.
Remember, I take the doors.
Sending traces thermal touch.
Reloading.
Clear the blast area. Get clear. All sections go into contact.
Teammate down. Cover me. Targets detected.
One hostile remaining. The enemy's marked you. 60 seconds remaining.
Tossing a frag. Throwing frag.
Friendly is planted the diffuser. You're the last friendly standing. "30 seconds left." Damn, you've been marked.
Tango's in sight.
All friendlies eliminated.
Now this is lagging.